After his diagnosis, everything changed. That's when the reality hit, when the doctor told me that he would not survive past 14 months. How do I tell him that? How do I tell the children?
Love and Groceries is an organization that we started to alleviate the physical and emotional burdens of some of the widows and widowers in our Los Angeles Jewish community.
I met my husband in 2005, and we were like in love. It was like a deep connection. He was my soulmate.
I love you, Montek Shirley.
We dated for, I want to say 8 weeks, and got married 4 months from the day I met him. To me, he was my rock, my best friend. We did everything together. We enjoyed, our favorite thing was just going grocery shopping, going to Trader Joe's. We just loved each other's company. I found out I was pregnant with twins. He was obsessed with them, to the point where when I wanted to go back home and visit my family and he couldn't make it because he had to go to work, he did not want the kids to leave. He just couldn't be without them. They were really his life. He would always say to me, because I was very anxious, stop worrying. You can get hit by a car tomorrow or wake up with a brain tumor. That was his saying every time I was worried. So I noticed that in 2014, he was sliding his left foot, which I thought that was not normal. And I asked him, why are you sliding your foot? He said, I'm not able to pick it up. I think I heard it. And then we were driving to Camp Shalom, and it's like these winding roads up a mountain. And as we're driving, he's smelling the smell of like burnt toast. He would stop the car, I got in the car, drove, and around 11 o'clock at night, that night on a Friday, he had a grand mal seizure. Had he driven the whole way, we could have fallen off the mountain. After his diagnosis, everything changed. That's when the reality hit, when the doctor told me that he would not survive past 14 months. How do I tell him that? How do I tell the children? I didn't want them to be anxious for 14 months. I wanted them to enjoy him until I knew for sure he was in the last stages of his disease. I had to become the mother, the father, the caregiver, working, running to the hospitals. It was just a nightmare. I was just thinking right away, how am I gonna survive? How am I gonna provide for my kids? And how am I gonna be happy? How am I gonna find myself again? How am I gonna show the children to move forward through the pain when we were so broken? I was working 2 days a week as a music teacher. I knew I could not support them with that. It was just impossible.
Miriam was alone. 2 kids every single day, morning and night. I had to do something. The team started with Chava Dayan and Laura Abergale. The 3 of us realized that there's more people out there that are just like Miriam that can use our help.
My big fear was always not having the ability to feed my children.
About a week after COVID started,
Mary called me up and said,
what's going on? How are you doing?
I said, actually, I'm really stuck. I can't go shopping. I can't leave the kids alone.
So we decided amongst ourselves, we said, you know what, let's just see if we could help just take the edge off their shoulder, you know, and make sure that every week groceries arrive at their door and they're delivered fresh groceries, meat, chicken, dairy, all the products that they need for their homes. And it will help one less challenge for them to deal with. We reached out to a few of our friends within the local community,
And we asked them for a weekly contribution of $20 a week.
and they were so willing to help.
And that's how it all started.
I never thought I had the capacity because I was always dependent on my husband. And then you don't realize how you're forced in a position, you're forced to be strong and you're forced to smile. I had these 2 children who looked up to me, who looked for my strength. So I had to smile. I remember the day after he passed, I made sure to have flowers in the house every single day. We had tulips and roses, and we put on music every single morning. We got dressed ready to go to school or work with loud music, dance music.
People were coming and supporting them in all these ways. People were bringing them gifts and bringing them food.
The whole community was just amazing. They were all, I felt like I had an army around me.
And then it just stopped, but their responsibilities, they were still there. The struggles were still there.
But Love and Groceries has never left my side.
Because they're our extended family. And what we do for ourselves, we do for them.
I always tell Mary, it's like having a warm blanket on me It's almost like they're my surrogate husband. I mean, there's not one area where they don't help. They help me in every area. Miri, for example, will call me all the time and check up on me.
Whether it's sending Miriam to a facial, a massage, getting her nails done.
Things that I would never do for myself. I'm so busy taking care of my children and taking care of everyone and everything. But to have someone think of you and little things is just so special.
It allows them to be proud of themselves. It gives their children a new sense of being a role model because they really only have one role model now.
And even though I have the ability to do it on my own, I think I'm strong enough to do it. Just the fact that I have help, that I'm not alone, is so crucial, and it's just a comfort.
No one has ever become poor from giving. And this is why Love and Groceries is successful, because of all of the members that give and give and give.
Everything helps, whether you're a doctor, you're an esthetician, everything and anything helps.
What I see now that I've never seen before is strength. I found my strength back, I found my voice. Like, I think of my husband looking down and being so proud of me and the children. And there's life and joy after pain.